Hey, so I said on my Twitter I would do quarantine vlogging. My work closed yesterday indefinitely. We don't get paid leave. Super fun, but they're doing it where we should be able to get temporary unemployment. So fingers crossed on that. I've not had luck with an unemployment office before, so we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to do some J.J. Abrams thing, lens flare, obviously. So day one, we're like full on quarantine. I don't leave my house anyways because I'm an introvert. But I had a doctor's appointment because something's going on with me. We've done a CT scan, we've done labs. I'm still in pain, I'm still feeling nauseous. We don't know what's going on. And so now I have to go to a gastrointestinal surgeon. So we're gonna see how that goes. And I am now at Target. They open at 8 a.m. It is like 8:20. I'm gonna run in there super quick before it gets crazy. There's like nobody else in this parking lot at all right now, but I know like that'll change in 2 seconds. So wish me luck. Hopefully it's all clean. There's been a few more cases overnight, so I'm just trying to get my essentials and then not have to leave the house at all. So I just got done with Target. It took like a full hour in there because it's Target. I'm going to do that. Actually, let me drive safe. That might be something I should do. So it's still pretty dead out here. It's not as dead as it was. There's a few more cars. But yeah, it wasn't as empty as I was expecting it to be. They've restocked, our Target has restocked a lot of their cleaning stuff. Not all of it, but a good chunk. And like all the organic stuff is there. And I was able to get, sorry, my work group is texting. We're all like quarantined now. We're like, we don't know what to do. We see each other on the reg. And now we're like, yes, I'm texting and driving. We're in the parking lot. It's like, shh. I'm actually just, I could have just walked. I'm going to Joann's. I need to grab some bias tape and some ribbon because cosplay doesn't stop, okay? Cosplay is life. Alright, I'm parked. I'm stopped. Not waste gas. Cool. My manager is like, your new side business is called Titty and Toes. I love the people I work with. They're hilarious. Yeah, so I'm now at Joann's. Target's over there. You can't tell. You can't see. But, yeah, so they're pretty dead. They had no antiseptics whatsoever. And I was hoping they had restocked on peroxide because we use that. My dad gets a lot of cuts and blisters and bruises on his hands really easily. So we keep some in the house. I mean, we have some, but we have like maybe that much, one of those big bottles left. And we used it to get like blood stains out and all that good stuff. So, but they didn't have any of that. So I just got like my essentials. So they didn't have my deodorant. But I got toothpaste, soaps, shampoo, all that good stuff. The group chat's blowing up and it's hilarious. Everyone's woken up. And okay, so we got cut off again because there's like no memory on my phone. Okay. I got Chick-fil-A for breakfast. They're doing drive-thru only. Bad idea. I haven't eaten there in a long time. I don't really like supporting them. They're not LGBT friendly. They just aren't. They believe whatever you want out of the media, but they're not. They're still doing some shady shit. My friends are odd. But yeah, so we got cut off. I was talking about, you know, how like plug some stuff in. I'm talking about how I need to take a Benadryl. You know, like this is pretty serious. We don't know really what it is, and that's the problem. I was talking to my doctor about it this morning. We just had like a 10-minute discussion about everything, and she's like, you know, now they find out that your age group is actually really susceptible to it as well. And even more so because you're immune suppressed and all that. And then it's just like how many people were dying in Italy, how China is looking, and how they've had to bring in people from other provinces because they were just so overwhelmed by it, and how we're just really lacking on this. And even like doctors are being like, if you have these symptoms, you know, don't come in, we don't have tests. They live in another state, but she's like, it might not be, if it is, it's really mild. I'm like, oh. And she's like 28, 29. And it's just, it's a lot, and it's a lot to process, it's a lot to handle, which is why I think we need to be cautious, take precautions, be safe, do what the CDC is telling us to do, and what the WHO is telling us to do. They're not the media. They are organizations that, you know, keep track of diseases. Like CDC is Center of Disease Control or something like that. I don't remember. Disease control. It's their job. It's their job to know this stuff, to learn about this stuff, and figure out how to contain it. That is what they do. There's no hidden agenda with them. They're like, you know, we're just as close to this as you are, if not more so. So yeah, it's a lot. And I think if you're with anything, if you're too serious about it, if that's not good for your mental health, you're just gonna stress yourself out, make yourself anxious and overwhelmed, and that's just gonna make your body sick to begin with. And if you do come in contact, then you're not gonna be able to fight it off as well. So, you know, take care of your mental health. It's okay to joke about it. It's okay to laugh in the face of danger. So, yeah. I still need to call the bank. I still need to do that. I need to call all my bill collectors. I need to cancel my gym membership. I've been needing to cancel that like since October. But now, especially since like I have no income coming in. I have one more paycheck, but it's going to be a baby paycheck because I was supposed to have 31 hours this week and I only worked maybe 20. Yeah, maybe 20 this week. And I worked 30 something last week, but so that's only going to be like a $400 paycheck to last me till whenever we open back. But if you want to help, you don't have to. But my OnlyFans page, $10 a month. Some fun cosplay boudoirs over there. I'm gonna add some other stuff. It's still gonna be boudoir, but it just won't be cosplay themed. But every month there's gonna be a new cosplay character and then just some extra stuff in there. It's only $10 a month. Or you can just Cash App me, or PayPal, or Venmo. I got it all. It's all on my Twitter. It's on, I think it's pronounced CybelQ. My friend came up with it. I don't know. That's how it's CYBELLEQ. My friend came up with it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today after I get all my stuff done. Maybe play some more video games. I need to pre-order digitally 7, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I need to upload that. That's what I'm gonna do today. I am going to upload a backlog of videos I have. I have a makeup testing from January I have yet to edit and upload. I have a review of the demo of Final Fantasy I played this weekend. I got a mukbang from Tuesday. Lord, I've just been trying to get my shit together, okay? It's a lot right now. Alright, so it's a really nice day out. Maybe I'll wash my car. I don't know, maybe I'll clean it. My dad put out some chairs. He found like some old chairs out in our storage building that he put, they're meant to be outside. But he put out on the porch and they have little tables, so I might like go enjoy a cup of coffee out there. Because it's really nice. It's supposed to get really hot later on. It's still only like 10 a.m. So yeah, if I do that, I'll bring you along. Alright. Stop it. Ugh. So I did none of the things I said I was gonna do. Ugh. She's gonna knock this camera over. Yeah, you are. So I finished breakfast and I laid in bed for like 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours, and I've done. You just showed the whole internet your butt. Your literal butthole. I hope you're proud of yourself. So yeah, that's all I've done. I just called Emery and be like, yo, I can't pay that bill you want me to pay. And they're like, oh, okay. That's super productive. I was really productive this morning. I'm like 6:30. I feel like I am. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm still sleepy. I didn't go to sleep. I just laid in bed. Baby! This is my coworker for the quarantine. She's very needy, very annoying, and never does anything on her own. Stop showing the internet your butt! I don't want to see your butthole. Your butthole. You think? She's also very smelly. She needs a bath. Ah. Anyways, so one essential that I did get, Mama Jamba. Stop it. What? It's very, very essential, okay? Risking my life for these was very important. Barb, I'm not talking about your head. Mega stuffed Oreos. I've been wanting to try these. I'm not actually that big of an Oreo fan. I'm not big of that Oreo fan, but I do want to try these, and I've been craving cookies, so. Which is really bad. Sugar's really bad for the immune system. Probably not the thing I should be eating. I got spinach and carrots and stuff. I'll be fine. Barb, you're pulling all the threads in my sheets. Stop it. These are expensive. These are the nice sheets. Move your butt. It doesn't have the pullback tab, does it? Okay, it does. What the hell? What the hell? Move your butt. Move your butt. Ugh. That's actually, it's pretty massive, but not as big as I thought it'd be. Ma'am. No. It's bigger than double stuff for sure, though. That's for sure. Ah! Man, you can't have this. You can't have this. Don't lick the camera. No. I'm trying to show the internet the cookie. See, it's pretty big. See, I'll eat it like a regular cookie to begin with. I normally break it apart. Like I'll either lick or scrape. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I won't eat the icing. I'll just eat the cookies. Just depends on my mood. You cannot have this. This is not for kitties. I always forget how hard Oreos are. That is a lot of icing. But it's not overbearing. It still maintains a pretty okay ratio of cookie to icing. Could only eat like 1 or 2 of these in one sitting though. It is almost too much icing though. I would not add any more icing to it. Yeah. This is day 1 of quarantine. Very exciting stuff, my dude. I am now playing the Toussaint Wine and Blood or Blood and Wine extension of, or I guess a DLC. Is the correct term. I should not be touching my face. Why am I touching my face? Of Witcher 3. I finished the game a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna do a new game plus after I do this extension because I missed quite a lot of it because I don't know what I was doing. And then I got these little babies. Look at these little babies. They're all sweet for one. You being sweet girl? You being sweet girl? She's like, why are you bothering me? So, yeah. Quarantine day 1, not so bad. So, Witcher started lagging really bad, and it was causing me to die. So, I actually started doing some work. I'm editing the pictures. Well, I'm getting them off my camera onto my computer. But I'm editing the pictures for my door stuff. Poison Ivy shoot. And I'm finally eating my lunch. A good green salad at 5 p.m. I had 3 Oreos for my lunch, so you know there's that. And I'm just watching some YouTube videos, having on in the background. This is honestly what I do on a regular basis. Like my days off, try to get some creative stuff done, and just sit around and watch YouTube. Just my everyday life. Allergies, man. Still editing pictures, but I'm closer to being done. This, I think, is gonna be my last one. Right there. Right there. I'm using my big camera because my vlogging camera is dead. Well, the battery's dead. I need to charge it. Still, just editing and watching some YouTubes. Watching something. I don't know. It's just been on in the background. And it's dinner time. I don't feel like cooking. And so I bought a couple of these. They were on sale. To take to work for lunches. But my job isn't open. So I'm gonna eat it down for dinner. And then I will start adding some videos finally. Start uploading. I'll probably upload this and then upload the other ones. And that's gonna be my night. Very exciting, you guys. This is what I do on a regular basis. It doesn't even feel like there's a pandemic going outside because literally this is what I do on my days off. So yeah. My hand is cramping up. I got tendonitis and, well, in both, but it's really bad in this one. Ooh, it is not liking editing whatsoever. It's allergies, I swear. Drainage just hit the back of my throat. It really hurt. It like burned all the way down, like through the nasal cavity, all the way down. And the sinus canal. Oh, all that. It wasn't pleasant, my dudes. So let's see. Take a little mini break, I guess, from what I was doing. I'm back. Okay. Oh, my body. My bed sucks so bad. It's like 20-something years old, spring mattress. I've had it since I was 4. It hurts my body. And I have a mattress cover, like squishy thing. Doesn't help. Alright, so before you judge me, I know this sounds weird. I like mustard in my tuna salad and stuff. I like the kick it gives. I like mustard. Put spinach in this. Put spinach in this. It's one of those like make your own tuna salad kits. It already comes with mayonnaise. I don't really care for their mayonnaise. It comes with relish and I like relish. But there's this one thing my friend Steffi said was really good, and she hates mayonnaise. I don't really care for it either. Take it or leave it. Some things it's necessary for, like deviled eggs and stuff like that, but It is New Heinz Mayo Must. And you're like, I could just mix the two condiments together. But this is like the perfect blend. It's like a creamy mustard. So the mustard's not the main overpowering flavor it can be, but you don't have like too much mayo either, where it's just like, I take these glasses off. Oh, so. It's fucking weird, you guys. I haven't realized that yet. Where have you been watching? I love that it comes with a little mint. That's so courteous. It's a reduced calorie mayonnaise. It's just so squish. Ugh. I like squishy things. I don't like that. And then the crackers it comes with, and you have your own little plate. Could have actually I kicked the cats out so I could eat my tuna in peace. And yes, I'm eating on my bed because I'm a heathen. I'm the only one who sleeps on it. I don't have people over. Why would I do that? Ever. Pandemic or no. People do not come over. Do I want to scoop it on? Sometimes I'll break it up. Probably break it up. Yeah. Sometimes I'll put it on the crackers, sometimes like a Lunchable. Sometimes I will crumple it up. Take another Benadryl. Cut on my thigh. Super gross. Cats are gonna attack me. It's on my fingers! I like the taste of tuna, but it does not smell good. I don't know many, if any, who actually like the smell of tuna. Oh, trash can, trash bag. No, I'm not supposed to be touching my face. Leave me alone, Paulette. I hate you. Why do you do this to me? I got hand sanitizer right here. I'll go wash my hands after I eat. I'm gonna smell like tuna. Anyways, so. All up in there, all in there, all in there. Getting that dry skin cuts. Anyone else have a really dry skin because of hand washing? I mean, that's me always. But, woo. I don't have work. We have some really good lotion at work. That I don't have access to. I should have bought. I was gonna buy one. I didn't expect us to close today. I'm trying to open the relish and completely see what I'm trying to do. 100%. Not out of frame or anything. They really don't put enough relish in here. I really like some. I need to get sweet relish. You really can't hear me because I'm whispering for no reason. Okay. Go ahead and mix that up. Convenient, clear container. And that's what the mustard ketchup, not mustard ketchup, mustard mayonnaise looks like. I think they have mayo and ketchup one as well. I think, and probably even a ketchup and mustard one. And it's just kind of convenient. You're buying one product versus two, but I'd have to look at the price and compare prices because you might be better off getting price-wise, just getting the two and mixing them. But I figured I'd try it out. I was told it was good. Steffi is rarely wrong about food stuff. I used to eat this with a Cosmo brownie and a Yoplait yogurt, normally strawberry peach, every day. Literally every day in 9th grade. Because it was pretty much all I could eat as I was on dialysis. And you have to have, and I didn't put the mayo in it because I couldn't have mayo. Because I think it has potassium or something. And if your kidneys don't work, your body can't process potassium. So you can have like one apple like a week, one banana ever, one peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or just peanut butter sandwich. I may not have been able to eat jelly. I don't quite remember. And stuff like that. Like everyday foods you wouldn't think have potassium in it, they have potassium in it. Obviously, all dairy products have potassium. But I could have yogurt. Why could I have yogurt? It's weird. It wasn't like they didn't have dairy-free yogurt back then. It was 2005. I'm so confused. How did... And then I had the transplant, I could eat whatever I wanted again, and I still ate this because it was convenient. And with a Lipton's green tea. Lipton's green teas, you know what I'm talking about, in the bottle. Or Arizona green tea, just depending on my mood. Every day. I'm gonna sleep. Shh. I'm gonna sleep. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not your house. Alright, let's see how this be. And I crunched it all up. It's for easy, convenient consumption. Okay, so I mentioned I went to the doctor earlier today. And we did a CT scan last week. Didn't see anything. We've had labs done twice now. Nothing out of the ordinary. So we don't know why my stomach and kidney are hurting and why I'll get nauseous randomly. It doesn't matter what I eat, when I eat, if I'm full, if I'm hungry, if I'm content. I will just hurt for randomly, sporadically. Like I've woken up in pain. So we don't know what's going on. It's like, really, buddy, this is not the time. That's pretty good. The mustard spices things up a bit. But you still have that creaminess that the mayo brings, and the relish gives it a good pop. I watched Peter Pan recently. It's a rough one. It's a rough one to watch, you guys. I'm just like, I know it's from like the 1950s, but holy fuck. Is it a hard watch? Oh, I liked it as a kid. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I liked it as a kid. Maybe it's because like I love the animation. It's gorgeous, but I feel like we say they don't know better, but I feel like they did. I feel like they knew saying Indians, or I think they said Injuns or something like that, was in the very least insulting. Like, I feel like they knew what they were talking about. And people have tried to justify it all being like, James Barrie was from whenever he wrote the book, it's late 1800s, early 1900s. He wouldn't know much about the Native Americans and Western United States. I'm like, yeah, but you still know how words work. I'm like, you know the slang for these people, so I don't know. Can't read his mind. I don't know. I just feel, people knew slavery was bad. So I would imagine, saying things like derogatory things is bad. Doesn't matter what time from you're from. I don't know. I was talking to my doctor about the whole corona thing. And like how like even 5 years ago it would have been much worse, like with people staying home and stuff, just because maybe not quite 5 years, but You know, we didn't have, like, even I'd say 3 years ago, we were like here in bigger cities. This would have been okay because I think this was implemented. You done? I don't know if you can hear that. My dad's like trying to get a pan out of a door. And he's not winning the fight, it sounds like. But like here in Middle Georgia, curbside, except for like Applebee's, is really new. Instacart, grocery delivery, Uber. We got Uber Eats like a year ago, maybe. We got Uber like maybe 2 years ago. Like maybe. We were one of the last places to get these things. We had Waiter before we had Uber Eats. And not by much, like literally like 2 years ago. So for us here, it would have been a lot harder to stay home because we couldn't have groceries delivered. We couldn't just go pick up food that wasn't through a drive-through. And we didn't have the capability to just stay in our car and have somebody bring it. Like the Target car side pickup stuff, that's new. That started maybe 4 months ago. It started late 2019. And Kroger, I think it's had like delivered to your car for a minute. But still, we would have been royally fucked, even more so, because I've noticed there's just a pattern that the red states were not acting quickly enough. They were very inactive, very I can't remember what I'm looking for, but ignored what the CDC was saying, and that has royally fucked us in the ass. So when like Boston and Massachusetts was locking down state of emergency, we're like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not gonna get to us. Meanwhile, we already had cases in Atlanta, but just ignored it. Just fucking ignored it. So it's like, okay then. And now we're all like rushing and panicking. I feel like everyone's rushing and panicking, and just buying anything and everything because we're so uncertain. Nobody can give us any answers. Like one pack of toilet paper would have lasted you through this whole quarantine. 2, if you have a larger family or you just shit a lot or have really heavy periods or something, but still. And then taking baby wipes and formula. The fuck is wrong with you? That I can't write down and panic. You're just being stupid at that point. And you think you're being smart, and that's the problem. And baby wipes aren't flushable, just so you know. Take care of your septic tank. That's not something else you want to have to deal with. I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, so that's why like people are panicking and rushing, like we don't know what to do. And businesses are taking so long to close because they're like, well, isn't it? What's our option here? And it's like, and there's just so much uncertainty. It's like, well, if I don't get paid, I can't pay my bills. And they're still calling and being like, hey, where's my money? I still want to get paid, even though they should be closing too. And it's just one big clusterfuck of not knowing what to do, of confusion and uncertainty because our government let us down. They failed us. And even if to those who were listening to the CDs, like being immune compromised, everything the CDC is telling you, I've been doing for the last 16 years since I became immune compromised. I always wash my hands for at least 20 seconds in warm water if I can, if that option is available. Otherwise just cold water. I keep hand sanitizer on me. I don't get close to people if I know they're sick, and even if they're not sick, I still don't really try to get too close to them. That's more of just like a personal boundary thing, but still good hygiene practice as well. And then, you know, I don't touch people. I do touch my face all the time. I touch it all the fucking time. And I'm told not to. Like, my doctors are like, stop touching your face. Like, I don't bite my nails anymore. I used to bite my nails really bad. You know how much stuff gets under your nails? It's pretty gross. I keep a clean living space. I try to. It might be messy, but it's not disgusting. Like, I'm not leaving food out and, you know, stuff like that. Just stuff that can be gross. I just have cosplay stuff everywhere. It's kind of like fabric and like bits and pieces of costumes and stuff like that. And props and laundry. Like, it's clean, just haven't bothered to put it up. So, and like, I've been doing that. So even for like the people who have been doing that and started doing what the CDC said to do back in February, there were still so many people who didn't pay any attention. They're like, oh, this isn't serious, blah, blah, blah. And I talked about how I was feeling on it this morning. And yeah, it spiraled almost uncontrollably. And yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I feel like I dead-ended and forgot everything I was talking about, but yeah. If I can do that shit for 15 years, you guys can do that for a few weeks or a couple months. It'll be okay. This is surprisingly filling. Like, it doesn't look like a lot of food, but it's pretty filling. Good. I mean, one reason I'm not too worried about being quarantined either, not being able to go out, I'm used to being poor. I'm used to being broke. I'm used to having no money in my account where I can't go and get any food, even from the grocery store. So I just gotta figure out what I can eat in the house. Sometimes that's just beans and rice. Sometimes it's just beans. Sometimes that's just rice. Or whatever will be good on a tortilla. Or bread, or like peanut butter sandwiches, because I don't have any jelly. Like, you figure it out. And it's what is the population who's living under the population of the poverty line, who's living under the poverty line in America? How many people living America. 38.1 million people are living either at or under the poverty line. If those people can make it day to day, you assholes who bought all the toilet paper can make it day to day. You're gonna be alright. You'll learn to live without. You really do. All done. I went from, we were poor growing up, went to being okay, can pretty much get whatever I wanted at the grocery store. Going to college, my dad would help me with groceries, but still, you know, phasing things out, learning how to, you know, make things stretch. Like, you can make a box of pasta stretch 4 days, at least. You make meat stretch a week if you do it right. I mean, outside of just freezing it. And then I went and moved out of my parents' house. I was broke as fuck because my rent and all my other bills took all but like $20 of a paycheck. Every 2 weeks, pretty much. So I was like, well, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna eat anything. My thigh itched, so I got real close to you. And yeah, you learn to live without, and you get things. You might get something special on sale. Like sometimes it's like right in like peak season where you can get a lot of lobster, where lobster is easily obtained. You can get lobster tails real cheap. So you might have a little fancy dinner with some $2 wine. And there you go. So if you're worried about stuff like that, you'll figure it out. Just get a lot of dry food, a lot of non-perishables. Get a few non-perishables too, because you need the nutrients of fruits and vegetables. If you can. I mean, we don't need to go out, but there's curbside, there's Instacart, stuff like that nowadays. So it'll be okay. It's scary, but it'll be okay. Probably just in the vlog there tonight, because I'm really not doing much more exciting. Just editing. But we'll see. If not, I'll see you in the next video.